Well, for some families, the cost of living and rising house prices means the great Australian dream of owning your own home will forever be out of reach. But there is some positive news this morning.
Yeah, an online property app is promising free rent for one Aussie family for a whole year. Lara Vella has the details.
From Brisbane to Sydney, we've all been hearing about how property prices across the country are going through the roof.
Sold. Congratulations.
But there's another side of the story we're not hearing about, and it's seeing Australian renters being pushed to the brink of homelessness.
We have an eye-watering problem with the lack of affordable housing for people.
It was terrifying because I had to think for the first time, do you think my kids are going to end up sleeping in the car? And that's a really hard thought to have.
This is Queensland mum, Faith Reeves. And due to serious circumstances with her ex-husband and a sudden change in living arrangements, Faith and her 4 autistic children were facing the prospect of living in her car.
We didn't have rental history. We didn't have all the things that people need, rental references, things like that. And it was really hard for me because I got to a point where I couldn't see anything working out for us at all. We were just that low.
That's when the team from Instarent stepped in.
When she applied for the property, she told us her story, and it was very hard to ignore. There are many Aussies in that same scenario, and we just wanted to do our bit to help one.
Instarent is an online property app matching tenants, usually from lower incomes, to suitable landlords, speeding up the process of a traditional property manager.
We do vet every tenant, so we run background checks on them. We look at their affordability, we look at everything that's related to the application, and then the landlord can then go and approve or deny that application.
Thanks to the team from Instarent, Faith not only secured a suitable rental property for her family, but they've also temporarily subsidised her rent.
Being here is amazing. This is what a miracle looks like. The kids are planting their veggie patch, you know, we're planting trees. We have that security that we don't have to go anywhere.
And if you think being homeless won't happen to you, consider this. Last year, the states and territories offered various support measures for both tenants and landlords. But research shows 30% of rent variations were deferred payments as opposed to reduced rent, meaning today there are potentially thousands of Australian renters with mounting debt.
We suspect that now, with JobSeeker back at just $44 a day and a big increase in rental costs, for example, in regional cities, some of those are going up by 20%. We are now needing a big investment in social housing.
If you cannot afford to make your rental payments, at least go some way. Show your landlord that you are willing to compromise here and that you are in financial hardship. Get any agreement in writing. If you two can't compromise, then talk to your tenants' union, or alternatively contact the National Debt Helpline. And if you don't reach an agreement in a worst case situation, they can't just throw you out overnight. There is a process that must be followed.
AJ and the team are now looking for another Aussie family to help, promising to secure them free rent for 1 year, launching their A Call to Help campaign.
If we don't intervene, they will become homeless, or even worse. So we really believe in giving people a second chance.
We got our miracle. I'd like to see other people get one too.